Alright, hello YouTube. Today I'm doing an Iron Man Armored Adventures Season 1 triple figure review. Now as you can see, my bad. These are from Iron Man Armored Adventures, which is the show that they're giving on what's it called? Nicktoons Network, and these are from Season 1. Here's Silver Centrum Iron Man. Here's Stealth Armor, and then here's just standard armor. Now, for the season 1 figures, not many figures were released actually. I only think it was these three figures and then Crimson Dynamo and the Mandarin. So that basically just makes like 5 figures that were released for season 1. And to tell you the truth, these figures aren't really too impressive, I'll have to admit. But when it comes to like detail, I guess they're pretty decent on detail. Not bad actually. And show accuracy, not bad either. I'll have to give him that. Um, so let's get started. And just a little background information. Uh, Iron Man Armored Adventures, Season 1, I only watched like about 10 episodes, maybe even a little more. I never really got into it. And I know Season 2's coming out, or actually already came out on like Thursday or Friday or whatever. Um, so that's just a little background about me and the whole show. I didn't watch it. Didn't I only watched 10 episodes, so I don't know much of the characters or history of the characters. And I've never really been an Iron Man fan growing up as a kid, so but you know, I always thought he was kind of cool. But anyways, so let's get to it. So here's standard armor Iron Man. And just another little background. Tony Stark is supposedly around 15 or something, if I remember. So he's young. So that's why he looks a little scrawny. But anyways, so here's standard. And this figure, actually, all the figures come with like a little weapon. I'm not sure about Crimson Dynamo, but he does come with like a little weapon or accessory. So standard armor comes with this, and this hooks over his head like so. Hold on, give me a second. Yep. Hooks in like this. Here's a little side view, and then you press this button right here. Press it down, and then a little missile kind of launches out, but it's supposed to be like a unibeam kind of thing. So that's what you get with the standard armor. And let me take it off. And I'll show you like the articulation, which is not much. So you're not gonna hear me for a couple of seconds. So that's basically it for articulation. And his hands are different, as you can see. One is open with like the little thing on the inside, and the other one's a fist. And I actually kind of like that. And then you can see the detail on his chest isn't too bad actually. You can see the layering of the torso plates if you look carefully. Alright, there you go. You can see that now. And then here's the I forgot what the middle piece is called. I always forget that. And actually, a good feature about this toy, actually an impressive feature, is that this yellow part on his face, this can actually be removed. But what I did was I actually knew, since I knew I was gonna lose that little piece because it comes off very easily. And by the way, when you take it off, it reveals Tony Stark's face. Uh, what I did was pretty stupid, but what I actually did was I took super glue and basically just super glued it on so it wouldn't fall off ever or ever come off. I mean, I could still take it off if I use a little bit of force, but you know, whatever. But if you want to see his face, then just go to Google. You'll see it. I know it's pretty stupid, but whatever. I don't really care. I do care about keeping my toys in mint condition, but whatever. I can find another one of these guys in Toys R Us still. So as you can see, here's a little bit of back detail and leg, boot jets. The foot is detailed also. You can see like the treads and stuff. I know it's a little hard, but whatever. And so here's detailing on the sides. You know, what I like about this figure the most is the fact that they use a lot more red than yellow. Usually there's a pretty decent balance between red and yellow, but they actually went all the way with red. You know, but it's still good. So let's move on to the next figure. Next is actually one of my favorite versions of the Iron Man armor. Here is the Silver Centrum version of the armor. And his hands are actually pretty big. So you can see, nicely sculpted open hand. And is a nicely sculpted fist, if you guys can see that. So it's pretty cool. And they use more of like a dark crimsonish. Yeah, I like to say this is more like a crimson kind of red instead of regular red, and a good balance of silver. It's impressive. Now, as for this guy in articulation, I'll show you right now. Now, unfortunately, none of these figures actually bend at the joints. Like, he doesn't bend at the elbow or bend at the knees. His knees are bent, but they don't bend past that. So, and this guy for some reason just doesn't want to stay up. And I've heard that this is the problem with all of them. See, no matter how well you balance it or pull the back, it just doesn't want to balance. But I'll show you the detail on this little guy. It's pretty nice, actually. See, it's the same thing. Little side view, and here's the back. Yeah, I think that's really nice. If I remember correctly, when I did watch this episode in the TV show, they only used, well, Tony only used the Silver Centrum armor like one time against Whiplash, I think. So that was pretty cool. He has detail on his jet boots like all of them do. So that's basically it. And this figure only comes with this thing, which is almost like, it reminds me of War Machine. It comes with like a War Machine type blaster cannon backpack, which you can place over him. I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so there you go. There's the War Machine type blaster vest or backpack thing, and it fits pretty good. And one of the things I like about the most is it actually has a little hole in the chest piece, so you can actually see the light on the inside, which isn't actually a light; it's just painted on, but pretty cool. And these guys do come with missiles and stuff, but again, I never keep the missiles because they're stupid. Sorry, that was me scratching my back. Alright, anyway, so that's basically it for this guy. Let's move on to the final figure. Here is Iron Man Stealth Armor. Now this guy's pretty cool. He actually has a different bit of a molding from the others. And actually, believe it or not, each of these figures uses a different molding. Because this one, the body's a little twisted. They probably use the same mold, but just add a little change to them. But to me, this one's a little different. The torso's a little twisted. This one's just regular. And then this guy, he undergoes a little bit of a change. The detail around this chest light, the arc or arch or whatever, is a little better. If you take a good look, I'll show you right there. Let me try to adjust the camera so you can see. Alright, so as you can see, that's pretty good detailing if you ask me. I like that. It's really nice. They add like a whole mechanism around it. So, but the torso is pretty cool. You can see the overlapping pieces, and they changed the design on the arm, and they put like these lights and stuff on them, which I'm guessing is what actually helps him stay in stealth. And then he has these articulation for all these figures are pretty much the same. They don't bend at the joints, but their arms do rotate. And the cool part about this guy's hands is the fact that he actually has lights on the top of his hands and in the palm too. Sorry. Alright, so let's move on to the back. Let me just give you side view, a side view, chest, and the head does move just like all the other ones, nothing different. So, alright, let's move on to the back. Back is the same. Good detail, actually. You can see his butt and his legs. The only thing I never liked about the stealth armor is that it never really had a good variety of color, but I guess that's the whole point of it. But, you know. And this guy, the only accessory this guy comes with is like a little launch pad, so you can basically see him go like this, which is really dumb. And I still have it, I just couldn't find it. But whatever. So that's basically it. And again, these are Iron Man Armored Adventure figures. So hope you enjoyed them. Hope you enjoyed the review, and have a good rest of your day.